Hi, I talk about the food crisis. For some years, we have been thinking, saying that a great food crisis are approaching. At the same time, uh, we think we can do reduce its impact or avoid it altogether. In many conferences and documents in the world, it is said that it is necessary to increase food production by 70% in order to feed people in the future. People say that this food crisis will affect us until the year 2050. But they do not realize that if we continue doing things as they are now, that crisis will affect us much sooner than expected. Uh, to combat this, everyone should be concerned, not just a few people. A new question should become reconsidered. Reconsidered. A question with data that everyone understand we can give their opinion and help in their response. Everyone should know that is the population grows too much. Uh, the demand for food will increase greatly, uh, this causing a fall in world agriculture and therefore our famine. This case can happen if you continue making very important decisions using little information and breaking the system. The company Grow Intelligence uh, aims to collect data and turn them into facts, uh, so that the decision taken have a good information base. Not only world leaders can contribute areas for this initiative, but also companies and citizens and each of us can provide useful information to avoid the global food crisis in the future. Uh, According to research of the company Grow, the turning point is in 10 years, and that the world is not is a position to fill the deficiencies that there will be. And nowadays, when talking about food, we speak in terms of weight, tons, kilograms, pounds, amount, other measures of mass. And this is done because it is simply easier to speak in terms of mass. But what really matters to use in food is nutritional value. Not its weight. Not a food are equal in nutrients, even if they have the same weight. That a fruit or vegetable has a greater weight does not mean that the food will have more nutrients. We must worry about the calories that we are ingesting in our food. Uh, the calories are what sustain use just and give strength. Some years ago, the countries that exported calories could be counted on one hand. However, at present this has changed. Before, the continents of Europe, Asia, Africa, and part of South America were large importers of calories. Especially India was a net importer of calories and China was self-sufficient with their food. However, now there is a drastic transformation of this. Brazil is a great agriculture power. Europe dominates in agriculture. India exports food as it becomes a self-sufficient country, and China uh, due to its great population growth, become the largest food importer in the world. India came to that for the Green Revolution, something that in African countries never happened. Therefore, India became a country able to export calories, while the African continent export high level of calories to supply hunger in the population. It's it's it is estimated that the population growth will be so much that by 2023, China, India, and African continent will make up more than half of the world population, and at this moment we will see important change is food security. Therefore we will soon be affected by the reality. In In a few years, India will again be an importer of calories due to its population increase and economic growth. Uh, Africa will still be a big importer. This assuming that production will increase in the same way. In some years, there three regions will present a huge challenge for the world, since most of the population in the world is focused there. To avoid all these problems, we can change our consumption patterns, reduce food waste, and commit to exponentially increase crops. The real answer and solution is India and Africa. India has incredible increase in its crop potential and has updated arrival land. On the other hand, in the other hand, Africa has many untapped lands that have a high harvest potential. However, what is needed is not only to cultivate, but also to commercialize the agriculture industries in both regions. Not only do we have to give the burden to small producers, but take the cane and rice production in industrial plants so that it's more difficult for the food crisis to completely affect youth. Uh, Not only do we have to save ourselves from the calories, but to direct or reward even to self-sufficient part of the food. We have the solution. We just have to know how to make it. Thank you.